How's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to stop the share for just 1 second. And let's see. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what you guys can see. All right. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Thursday night, and I'm super excited to be on here with you guys, to be able to share some information with you guys tonight. If there's some people that you know that are normally on that aren't on, just text them. Let them know that we're going to get started. I'm going to share some stuff with you guys that I've been talking about that I think is important, but I'm going to share some stuff that I'm going to go and do. And if you guys want to tie into it, great. I hope that you will. I hope that you'll take these next couple months really serious about your business. Guys, we still have 2 days left in this business. We have people real close to monumental ranks. Heck, I think some of you could double your ranks in the next 2 days if you really wanted to. I truly believe that. I know that when Brandon and Lynette reached Pro 10, they put $90,000 in 2 days. And it's because people were active. I can tell you that I had one of my Pro 5s that put in $13,000 in 3 days, getting after it. So, and this is the perfect time to do that because there's a lot of stuff going on right now that you guys will find out that is just awesome, right? And so I'm going to share my screen with you guys again. I'm just going to go over a couple things that I think are super beneficial for us the next couple weeks. Here's something that I know a lot of people don't even know about. But until the 31st, which is tomorrow, which is Saturday night, you can register for the Anaheim Elite Academy and get everything for $99. They're calling it March Madness, Super March Madness. You know, hopefully, I know somebody, I can't believe I'm asking. I know Chris is on here. I don't even know if I should really say that I might would. I just hope Michigan doesn't win on Monday. Did I say that really loud? Like, oh, I'm so sorry. But then again, I don't know. It's a Big Ten school. So I know my wife is who she's rooting for on Monday. She's rooting for Loyola Chicago because she's from Chicago and her brother went to school there. So it'd be really cool to see them win. But March Madness is $99 special. Messages to your teams. Yeah, it's the other coast, guys. We have to rotate them around. Heck, we had one in basically the back door of my hometown in Ohio, and we still had people that didn't go. So I can tell you that the new app's coming out at this event. There were some awesome things today about new countries that's coming out that, guys, I'm just going to let you know this. If you really want to have a global business, my wife told me that she's teaching people how to do their brand, and I told her, I said, look, not everybody's going to do it. You're going to get 20%ers. And then she tells me that she finds out that KJ is doing it. And those of you that don't, I don't even know, KJ, are you on here? Let me just see. I can't see if you are. Are you on here, bro? You were on earlier. I don't know if you're still on, but I was trying to see if I could see if you were still on. But, hey, honey, will you text him from my phone? All right. He was on for the product webinar, but I don't know, maybe he had to go. He's got kids and stuff. But what I was getting at is that I had a little conversation with him last week. He was a gym owner up in the Toledo area, moved to South Carolina for his wife to get some treatment, took a brick and mortar job, and now he's going to come to work with me, and he's ready to crush his life and his business. So he's decided to brand himself. He bought a branding course from Tanya Eliza that my wife is doing. I'm just going to tell you this. Today, they called her and left a video voicemail for her, a voice email that walked her through the problems she was having and fixed them, right? And she's smiling, as you can see. You want to say hi?
Hi.
So, yeah, well, you got to say hi sometimes. And so, why don't you want to talk about that for 1 minute before I go on to the next thing, or no? Okay, wait. Here, it's right here. So let me go on, and then Lisa will come back. Okay. She does got some things she wants to share, but here's what I want to talk about, and I hope you guys are as excited about this as I am. LifeVantage Academy and LifeVantage workshops, okay? Guys, we're having more LifeVantage workshops, less LifeVantage Academies, but when we do have LifeVantage Academies 2 or 3 times a year, or however often they have them in your market, go, guys. Go and learn and network. Get around other people. Get around people that you can interview on Facebook Lives. If you know Patty Wagner, I love her. Her business is excelled because she's doing Facebook Lives with different people that she meets at the events she goes to. And look, some of you have been on these calls for months and years and haven't done anything with your business. And you know why? Because you have allowed, maybe you've had a brother or sister join and they're not still involved in the business, or whatever the circumstance may be. I feel, and I'm just going to share this because I feel it's important. One of my new mentors, I get to mentor him. He gets to mentor me as a 26-year-old who you guys have. I had him on one of our calls a couple months ago. I'm going to have him back on one of our calls again as a guy named Nicholas Barely, who became a millionaire at 26 years old and no experience in business, working for his dad, making $1,500 a month. He just paid Jay Abraham. If you don't know who Jay Abraham is, you need to find out who he is. And Jay said this, and I'll never forget it. And this word is for you guys on this call today. He said, look, if you signed up for what you're doing and you know it is what it is, then the only person that can keep it from being successful is you. You have a moral, and he said this, you guys have heard me say it. Lisa and I believe it. I believe we have a moral obligation and a moral responsibility to share this information with people. And as you go through doing that, you will find out that I'm just going to tell you this. I've been ordering and buying books because I'm going to write an ebook, and it's going to be one of the best on the market. God's given me visions and stuff, and it's because of LifeVantage that I've been able to do that. I met biohackers who are making $1 million a year that don't know about our products and don't know about NRF1 and NRF2. And they say they hear it scratching the surface. Well, we are scratching the surface. You get to be a part of that. So April 21st is the LifeVantage Academy. And if you aren't close enough to an LVA, please have or attend the LV workshop. I have them one recorded that you're going to get to be a part of and have coming up on, I just decided this tonight. Lisa and I talked about it. I pray that you guys will give me feedback if this is a good time and a good date for this. At the end, you guys can comment or whatever. But I'm going to do one live. And I hope that you will get together in people's homes. I hope that you guys will get together and I will walk it out. And I'm just tell you this, I did this for Bonnie and Kim Heath up in Ocala, up in Ocala. And they had the lines wrote up, and I got people in circles, and I counted numbers and gave people numbers. And I actually, okay, KJ's on now. Rolled it out, and so, KJ, I'll yell at you in a second. If you aren't close to an LV workshop or have to attend an LV workshop, as I said, you got this one on April the 7th. Gather in an office, gather in a home. Post it up on your TV. I'll pause and we will go through some of the exercises together. And from 10 to 12:30, we're going to crush it. All right? And so put that in your calendars. If you have any questions or comments, you can make a comment after that. But I want to go back over the Pace Setter program. Guys, it's from February to June. All right? But they gave you double points for all of the trips for this month. You still have 2 more days to get after this. I cleared out most of my schedule so that we could have time to work with our team tomorrow and Saturday. And I'm going to work up until late Saturday night to help people make it. I know Chris is on here. Chris is going to be a new Pro 4 by tomorrow night. It's the last thing I do. So earn $100 for a raffle ticket. You reach Pro 2 in 30 days. Guys, some of you could go out and reach Pro 2 tomorrow that are Pro 1s. You could reach Pro 2 tomorrow. And you get and there's a potential for you to get $750 of these bonuses, okay, or $700. So, and I love that. So you can see it. Earn an additional raffle ticket to get that car. Earn $250 plus 1 raffle ticket when you maintain Pro 3 the next month. Pro 3 plus Pacesetter Pro 3, which means you create a couple Pro 3s. Title plus 3 raffle tickets for each of the new Pacesetter leaders you create. So, guys, you create 3 Pro 2s, you're a Pacesetter Pro. It's real simple, real easy. I don't think it's tough. And here's the points for the Pointed by Arta trip. I know, guys, I'm just going to tell you this. I got this idea from Rachel Jackson and Tara Wilson, who I got to spend time with at ClickFunnels Live last weekend in Orlando. They talk about this every week on every call because we need to get some people on these trips. Lisa and I want to go on this trip. So Pacesetter 2 Pro, you get 100 points. Now it's doubled. And so Pacesetter Pre 150, Pacesetter Pro 3, when you create 3 Pacesetters, you get 200 points, which this month is 400. Guys, go after these things the next couple of days. You enroll if you roll a platinum pack, you get 60, gold 30, silver 15, and preferred customers, you get 5. Okay? And here's where you get the double points. You get Pro 2, you get 40, Pro 3, you get 80, Pro 4, Pro 3, you get 80, Pro 4, you get 160. So I'm excited for that. And you can see some of the Vitality Stack points you get down at the bottom. As I said, March Madness is double points. So I want to remind you guys about these, okay? We are having these calls every single week. Tuesday night is an opportunity meeting. I'll tell you guys this. We had 2 enrollments from Tuesday night's meeting. I believe Dr. John is going to do it this week. I'm talking to him tomorrow, actually. Yeah. And Thursday night, with this night, and we'll talk about that. There'll be a product call. Are we having a local meeting Thursday night? Okay. Okay. So, but I'm still going to do this product call because you guys need it. And we'll be doing a product call only, as I said, led by the same group of people. And then, of course, this call on Thursday nights. So here's a link for the new slide presentations. Guys, if you don't have my email address, I'm going to put it in the comment. I put it in the Freedom Fighters, but let me put it in the chat box down here just so you guys, it's in there. It's already in there. So if you guys don't have the slides that you want, the Tuesday slides and the Thursday slides, and you want them so when you're doing a presentation, you can just go over them and they're duplicatable, and you use the same ones because we're all using these, just email me and I'll send this over to you and you can download it right onto your phone. So, honey, I'm going to have you come over. Yeah, you can talk and then I'll share again at the end. Yeah. I like to stand, actually. Awesome.
Hey there, how's everybody doing tonight? Awesome to see y'all. This is so exciting. Yeah, it was so cool. I made a comment in the Tanya Eliza Unlimited Fan Page Profits. That's it, UFPP. Anyways, I made a comment just about how impressed I really was with their support and everything. And next thing I know, I get a comment back to me from somebody who's actually on this call. I was like, whoa, dude, how cool is that? But I just sort of want to reiterate things that, we've been learning all along from Team True Blue and from other, our cross lines, all the leadership they teach. So this is a completely outside source. She specializes in, network marketing online using Facebook. And so she reiterates again, we don't want to be blasting our company's name and the product's names on Facebook. You want to be using an actual fan page or business page, not your own personal profile page.
Ask, since we talked about this last week, why don't you ask how many people who were on last week went and made a business page? Okay.
Who's made business pages since last week?
Let's not just talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So if you've made a business page since last week when we walked you through and showed you how to do it, put a comment down there. And if you haven't, put a comment down there that you're going to do it before the end of tonight, before you go to bed. It takes
10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes. Like literally do it.
Okay.
Nobody's saying anything, honey. Does that mean we have a lot of people that didn't do it?
They're actually paying attention.
When I look down through here, almost every single person on here was on the call last week. So we had 2 people.
Wendy did. Awesome.
Okay,
Mike Kinky started too, but he's going to finish.
Okay.
KJ already had one. Awesome.
And so guys, so before Lisa goes on, KJ is actually the person that commented on Lisa's page. And let's see, some people said I wasn't. Okay, so
Julia started. Cheryl wasn't on the call. Well, welcome to this week's call, Cheryl.
Yes, and Carla, you got to make a Facebook page. It's you've been in this long enough. You
might as well start with a business page right off the bat. In all honesty,
got to have a business page. It's separate when you go over to your normal page.
Q.
You have one. Q's got a group that of tons and tons of followers. He's building a tribe, a community, and so those are the things you have to do. So, and a lot of you guys have known about this for a couple weeks and are saying, "Hey, I need to finish it." So let's have some accountability. Even if you weren't on last week, let's just show them just real quick before you go on, honey, where they go to make that. Okay, so let's just show them real quick on Facebook where you go. Okay, so you go to your normal page, right? Home page. You guys can all wait a minute. Can y'all see this first? Can you all see Facebook?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, thanks, Mike. So you go over here where it says pages. Okay, you click this on. Let me see what people are saying. Okay, Linda has one. All right, and then this is one that I started that's going to be deleted in a couple days, but you can see where my business one is down here. And okay.
Okay, that's not what we're doing. We're going to show them create page.
Create a page. Okay.
That's what we're showing. And so don't actually do it because it'll show up again.
Yes.
I found out the hard way in trying to teach somebody. Next thing you know, I have 3 pages, 2 of which are finally on the verge of being deleted because it takes 2 weeks if you create a page to delete the page.
Yeah,
it prompts you right through it.
Okay, does anybody have a question about this? I have a group page and a business page.
Awesome.
And both are
very good. That's what I just did actually, Q. I am starting a community to be linked to my business page. I haven't really put anybody in it yet, but I'm still building it up.
Also, and one more thing before Lisa goes on, I wanted to make sure that I shared this with you guys. Is this group right here, Biohack Product and Insight Group. We have grown this significantly. And what I want you guys to start doing is start adding people in over here on the left side where it says add members. Add your customers and tag them and say,
after you first message
them. Yeah, you message them and say, hey, look, I want to put you in a group education forum so you can learn more about the products, about the other products. Trainers, nutritionists, doctors all come in and talk about the products. And I want you to learn, just like I did. And I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at this. Please do. Trust me, guys. This video that's been done with the probiotic and with education under it, and this slide right here that you guys will see that I used tonight.
Wendy's got that slide. I saw it on your page, girl.
It's unbelievable, guys. And this video, you can click it on right here and watch it. And just tag some people that you know. And then I started a poll down here. You guys can see the polls and you can do these inside your groups. You can do these on your business page where you start I started daily biohacking things where who does intermittent fasting, who drinks 0.8 times their body weight in water every single day. Like these are things that you can do to, okay, so I'll read you said 6 people. My business partners will be referenced to my group page and people on my group page will see my business page. Correct. Mm-hmm. It's easier to keep track of your new friends and easier for them to keep reputable tabs on you. Yes. So just remember this.
Yeah.
Your customers and have to be educated. They have to be educated why they're taking this products long term. Okay. So I'm going to turn it back over to Lisa here. Just wanted to do that while I was in thought process. There. Thanks, KJ.
All right.
I'll
awesome.
talk to you in 1 second.
So, anyways, some of the things to be posting are third-party customer stories. Have your customers post a story on your business page without naming the names of the products or the business. Third-party income statements, as long as we're not violating corporate, and since corporate put out a income disclosure statement, we can use that as well.
Yes.
Interviews. I know Chris has been doing interviews with Mike, and you guys kind of got away from it for a little bit or whatever. He's been doing interviews with other people. Doing interviews, live interviews, is huge.
I recommend. Well, it's really cool that you brought that up, because I just said this, that Patty Wagner went from Pro 2 to Pro 4. She did one almost every single day. And that's why she went to events to get to meet people. She started meeting people at events.
Database.
And she increased her database. And then she started interviewing LifeVantage distributors about different topics, about probiotics, about fish oil. Guys, let me just tell you something.
Interviews are huge.
I learned a lot today. We were talking about this from many different people inside a circle that I'm involved with, about how amazing the fish oil is. That it doesn't have a fishy taste. That most people can't take it. They can take ours that has, Dr. Huey told me he's been waiting for one that has vitamin D3 in it for a long time. So these are things that, as Lisa just said, that you can talk about on these interviews. You can interview people all the time. Mm-hmm. I just got asked to be interviewed by 3 different people this last week on their new business pages.
That's exactly
because of what we talked about last week. Now look, you guys are hearing these things and not doing them. And we're just trying to be funny and encourage you, but it's so that you guys will do things. Be a 20%er. You're on these calls every week so that you can take action. Guys, we're just here to love on you, encourage you. We know that we can't want things for you more than you want them for yourself, because that light was really bright. I'm sorry. But the big picture is that you have to be able to take these little nuggets and just sit down and block out time and do it. Just, like Nike, right?
Just do it.
Just do it. So, go ahead.
And then, of course, have fun. Have fun. Be quirky. Don't always post everything serious and all of that. And you also want to make sure you're giving value. 80% of your posts on your business fan page is just providing value, providing education to people. 20% is actually trying to really request them to, purchase your products, your service, join business, things like that. But it always needs to sort of be benefit focused. And that's what people are looking for. What's the benefit? What's in it for me?
What can benefit them?
Why should I, give you my email address? Why should I schedule a phone call with you without knowing what's in for me? So for me, what I'm kind of focusing on with my page is the benefits of, obviously our biggest 3 things, right? Sleep better, have more energy, mental clarity, and focus. Based on the 3 pillars of health: the gut health, the mitochondrial function, inflammation, and oxidative stress. So there's my link. People don't care about gut health. They don't care about inflammation. They might know that, where they don't know much about oxidative stress yet. They probably don't have too much understanding of mitochondrial function either. So what's the benefit? Go at it from the benefit side of things. The benefits of those things are improved sleep quality, improved mental clarity, focus, increased energy. They're all tied in. And so that's what people are wanting to know about. What's in it for them? They want to know the benefits.
And one of the really cool things that Lisa and I have been talking about just recently is how you can really influence people by just getting to know them.
Yeah.
I told her today that there's a girl that's a friend of one of her friends that watched my Facebook Live about probiotics today. And she's like, I want them. Like, how can I get them?
Cute.
My immune system stinks. And guys, you can talk about topics. Use different topics. Like, I'm going to encourage you to do this. Write down about 60 topics. And I'll tell you what was one of the cool things that Lisa and I learned from some videos I shared with her when I went to one of my mastermind. It's very identical to what Tanya Eliza teaches, is that, guys, just build relationships with people. Like one of the guys in my mastermind is a tax guy, right? And he says, well, I can't just write about taxes. He said, well, what do you like? He said, I like karate. He said, well, he said, do you like karate? And he said, well, yeah, then write about karate and tell them you'll karate chop their taxes, right? So it's just funny, right? And so people are relating to those things. Like one of the biohacking things I learned about was cold showers and how it increases mitochondria. Guys, we can teach these things. You can learn about these things, okay? So start educating yourself a little bit more on that.
I'm done. So if you wanted to
Awesome.
pull up KJ or whatever.
No, well,
Not yet.
I heard him. So what I was saying is, and KJ, are you on here, bro?
He's on.
Are you unmuted?
I am now.
Yo.
Yo, what's happening?
What's up? What's up,
Howdy.
my man?
Nothing much. Just listening in.
Hey,
Sorry,
Mike Hinkie said, I hate cold showers, so I take NRF1. Nice. Nice
Yeah,
job.
I'm not on board with the cold showers yet.
Well, hey, Mike, I don't let me just tell you guys this. There's KJ and I talked about this the other day. There's a lot of things that we go through, curveballs that come at us because the Lord is trying to get us to go down a direction that's better than the direction that we're going to, or we're just not doing what we need to do. And it's so funny that KJ and I've been talking about working together for a while, and he's in LifeVantage, and he's just a servant leader. As I said before, he gave up a very successful business up in Toledo to move to North Carolina, right?
Yeah, no.
A little bit warmer there.
Yeah, and to get his wife some treatment and some better health stuff, and plus he gets to give her our products, which is even better. And so the cool thing today is Lisa says KJ's doing the same course that I'm doing. So the connection is that now Lisa gets to work with KJ not only in our LifeVantage business, but KJ is going to work with us in our Hefluence coaching business, because this is what I want to tell you about why you always build relationships inside this business, and you wait for that right timing. And so what I like, KJ, is how you can talk about that. Maybe you can just talk real quick about timing, about how you've just been educating yourself, learning and getting tied into some of the groups. You commenting and watching stuff in the biohacking group, and how now you really kind of see the big picture, how you started to brand yourself, and just about timing. Just maybe a minute or two, just chat about it real quick.
Okay. First of all, I'm a professional. I'm a personal trainer, and the reason I got into all that was to help my family live healthier lives, because we ate bad. Like every fried food known to man, we had it growing up. So that's why I got into that. And
he's
also,
a big dude.
Yeah, and also I know just building like connections with people helps you grow, and I always want to learn more and more. One of my favorite quotes is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So I'm always looking to learn more and more. And the Tanya group that I just joined with Lisa, I actually was there all night listening to her, and I wasn't going to join. But then I remember Mike talking about how much money he invested in himself to get more training. So I said, I can't get better if I don't invest in myself. So I got my credit card out and I paid for the training. I don't think I would have did it if I wasn't thinking about Mike and him investing, because I've been talking to him for months about, I invested this, I did this, I did this. I'm like, all right, I got to put some money back into this. So
Yeah.
Perfect.
And actually, in the big scheme of things, her course, that particular course, isn't very expensive at all.
very cheap. I would tell everybody to get that one.
Well, you know what? You know what? She's scaled up that her what she used to, because I've heard people talk about her years ago, and now like Lisa got a video from one of her team today, walking her through steps of how to fix what she couldn't fix.
Right.
So
I was in, oh, and wait. Oh, where'd it go? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
it was right there, I thought. Okay, you mean your little card she sent you? In the mail?
Yeah.
I thought it was right here.
Just had it.
But they sent her a thank you card in the mail for purchasing what she purchased, and that was a really cool thing. So I'm glad that you came back on because one of the, oh, here she goes, Lisa's
You
got
have this to look forward to.
Oh yeah, I'll get that in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took about a week, maybe 10 days. I was like, wow.
And so now KJ and Lisa can do this together. She's got a group of people that are doing 2 days a week. And so what I want to talk about as we finish this call, and then if there's any questions or anybody wants to ask a question to us, is that just what KJ just said, okay? Investing in himself. You guys hear that? You guys know I love my Thrive hats just because of how they fit. Like, it's hard to find a hat for my big head. But these hats are awesome, right? And I have my biohacking t-shirt on tonight, and using cutting edge science to become the absolute best version of yourself. That's what we get to do. And I love it because Cole says this all the time. Never use sales. I've never heard Cole really sell anybody anything. Like we felt when we joined his mastermind, which KJ said, asked me if I invested a lot of, when he says, like, Mike, how much have you invested? And I was like, you don't even want to know. Like, remember KJ when I said that to you? I was like, you don't even want to know. And so just investing in yourself, whether it's $300 or $3,000 or $30,000. Like when if you have money to invest in yourself, it's the best investment that you can ever make. Like going to events and educating yourself. And it's why those 20%ers rise up and become those people. So before we stop, I'm going to stop the recording. Hold on one second.